Hello, everyone. Good evening and good afternoon to participants there, as everyone belonging from different parts of the country, coming from different country. Very well, wishes and greetings to all of you. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am, you are
Greetings.
audible.
Yes, you are audible, ma'am.
So, good evening, everyone. So, I would firstly like to introduce myself. I am Dr. Anjana from DPU, and I welcome you all for today's webinar on online qualification for learners in Africa with 100% scholarship from Government of India. The Indian government has come up with an initiative that is the EVAP program, fully funded by MEA Government of India, 100% scholarship program. So before I begin ahead, I would like and request a few of our members and introduce few of our members who are there with us in the panel here. I would like to introduce here as we have the director of DPU Center of Online Learning, Safia ma'am,
Hello,
has
everyone.
requested hello, ma'am. Thank you and welcome for this session. Thanks for taking out your valuable time and taking us through this presentation as a whole. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Veena Bhalla.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello, ma'am. Thank you for participating in this session. She is a mentor to our DPU and a very great guide for all of us. I would like to welcome Mr. Sandeep from IT team. Mr. Sandeep, you're there?
Yes, hello
Hello, Mr.
everyone.
Sandeep. Mr.
Yes, ma'am,
Sandeep
I'm
is
there.
here from IT team who is going to help us in all the process here, taking us through the session also, and also in our whole academic session. Thank you, Mr. Sandeep, for participating with us for the session. Then we
Yes, ma'am.
have Mr. Subhash.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Subhash, for making it possible for this session. He is going to be a key source of contact for all of you who is going to help us in the IT in taking through your forms, documentation, and all connect. Now, I would request Uday.
Hello everyone.
So we have Uday here, who is also from IT, going to help us for the IT guidance and all. Then we have our key people here, that is Mr. Sumantro and Mr. Vikas, who are there from MEA and NISG, who are helping us for this webinar session.
Hello, everyone. A
Mr.
warm
Vikas.
welcome to all of you here.
Thank you, Vikas, for making it possible to come up for this session. Then we have Mr. Sumantro also.
Good evening, madam. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening,
And
Sumantro. Thanks a lot for making it possible to attend this session. Thank you,
I,
everyone.
there,
These are the
there are
panel people with us for this presentation. I requested all of them to show their faces so that we have a connect more with each other after giving a face to a name. So as we begin with our session here, the purpose of our today's webinar is to show you what our university offers you in its online program and also to help you understand and streamline our complete admission process. We shall begin with a brief about the university, after which I would request Director Ma'am of DPU Center of Online Learning, Dr. Safia Ma'am, she will take you through and share us the key highlights of the program, wherein she will share with us the program structure, what is the eligibility criteria, about the documentation which is required, and the admission process also. And most awaited, we would also be going through the question answer session also, where we will try to address and resolve any of your queries. So online qualification can be a great way to give a boost to your career and get to a place where you all are wanting to reach in future. So our online programs with 100% scholarship will offer you the opportunity to climb the ladder. I would request here Mr. Sandeep to take us through a brief presentation about the university. Mr. Sandeep, over to you.
Based on a vision of Honorable Dr. P.D. Patil, Chancellor of D.Y. Patil University, Pune, and Mrs. Smita Zadhav, Executive Director, DPU.
An MBA program is designed to develop future-focused capabilities of students. Here is your chance to be mentored by leading academicians and industry experts, and you can study in your own time, at your own pace.
I'm Dr. Safia, Director of Center for Online Learning of Dr. D.Y. Patil University. An MBA program is designed and developed to seek out those capabilities which are required by the employer in the current scenario. First 2 semesters of our online MBA program are common for all the specializations. We have 8 specializations of our online MBA program, which are Human Resource Management, Financial Management, Marketing Management, Information Technology Management, International Business Management, Project Management, Operations Management, and Hospital and Healthcare Management.
Online delivery model will give you freedom to choose when, where, and how much you want to study. An MBA program will prepare you for the workplace of the future. An affordable, a world-class MBA degree now made available for all. It will force you to think critically, innovate successfully, and solve problems creatively. After completion of this online MBA, aspirants shall enhance managerial competencies to take on corporate challenges in various sectors of the Indian economic environment. This MBA program is designed by academic and industry experts with the intention of improving various skill sets of the participants. This online MBA is 2 years spread over 4 semester programs. In the 4th semester project work, they will be able to make good use of all the courses that they have learned and be able to apply it and solve the complex issues they face in the domain in which they are working. They shall come out with unique, creative, innovative, or out-of-the-box solutions in the corporate world. The program is delivered course-wise and unit-wise through a unique world-class learning management system platform. All units of all the courses are designed and delivered using 4-quadrant approaches as suggested in the UGC notification for online programs. Each unit has pre-recorded video lectures, e-text material, articles or notes, case studies, open resources, virtual class to clear doubts, FAQs, quizzes, self-assessment. Learner will be engaged continuously through learner management system features such as discussion forums, chatting, class wall, message, email, RSS feed, etc. The program is mainly for working class and is completely online mode right from the registration for the program to getting the degree.
Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapeeth Pune is the first university to sign MOU with the Telecommunications Consultant India Limited on 27th February officially paves the way for long-term and short-term courses, and it is giving us an opportunity to upskill ourselves. And this project is fully funded by Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, offers 100% scholarship on all the programs. There are some key highlights for our program, which is being offered by Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapeeth, Pune, India, online through the E-Vidya Bharati project. It's a full scholarship program, which is UGC approved online degree and certificate programs with innovative and industry experts, which is designed to fit your schedule with the current world, and it helps to study and collaborate with international students as well, where you have the facility of localized examination facility, 24/7 student support system. The entire program structure has been designed in such a way that the learners will learn at their own pace. The total credits of the program is 102. The duration is of 2 years, comprises of 4 semesters, and the validity is of a double of the duration, means of 4 years. The program is having some domain core courses which are common for the semester 1 and semester 2. Then in the semester 3 and 4, mean on second year, there are specialization and generic elective courses. There is a provision of assignments, formative assignments, summative assessment test on the learning management system. And in the semester 4 or the final year, the student will also have a project work where he can do his project and he can apply all the theoretical knowledge into the practice. The eligibility criteria for taking into the admissions are a bachelor degree from a recognized university in any discipline with a minimum of 50% aggregate marks, and the documents which are required for this online admission for the online program are: we need to submit government ID or a passport copy, degree certificate or a passing certificate, graduation mark sheet, your photograph, as well as your signature. Everything has to be uploaded online. We have 2 other certificate courses. One is digital marketing, which is of 6-month course having 20 credits, 5 courses, and the validity is of a 1 year, means double the duration of the course. By going to the digital marketing certificate course, the student will get a practical exposure of digital marketing activities. They will be able to learn to start writing on the blogs, to start preparing the website. They will also be learn the ability to start an app, video channel. They will also get the knowledge to start digital marketing agencies, as well as the basic concept of this course will lead one to develop a skill in technical aspects. The second certificate program is on hospital and healthcare management, which is a very popular program of Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapeeth, Pune. It is also having 20 credits, 5 courses. Duration of the program is of 6 months. It helps to inculcate the skills of hospital administration, where a person can learn and will be able to plan, organize, and administer hospital activities. He will be fully aware of the hospital legal aspects or legalities. This program will help them to understand the hospital activities and the healthcare importance or the care, how they can use all these optimally in the hospital.
Hello students, welcome to DY Patil's Center for Online Learning. DY Patil offers you the 100% scholarship under iLearn by Government of India for 3 online programs. Number 1, Master of Business Administration MBA. Number 2, Certificate Program in Digital Marketing. Number 3, Certificate Program in Hospital and Healthcare Management. For applying the programs offers by DY Patil, follow the steps. Open the website www.ilearn.gov.in. Then click on Register and Sign In tab. Click on Sign Up Now link. Fill your details like username, new password, confirm new password, and email ID. Press Send Verification Code. Please enter the code which is sent to your email ID. Then press Create button. Then fill your personal details like first name, last name, mobile number, email ID, country residing in currently, and learning center. Press Register. You are registered successfully with iLearn. Now you have to select the program you want to appear. Click on Course Catalog from top navigation menu. Select the option All. Then on this page left side filters. Go to the option Partner Institution from the given drop down menu. Select Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapeeth. Now you can see the programs offered by D.Y. Patil. D.Y. Patil offers you world-class 3 programs. 1. Master of Business Administration MBA. 2. Certificate Program in Digital Marketing. 3. Certificate Program in Hospital and Healthcare Management. You can select any of the program. Click on the program which you want to appear. It will take you to the D.Y. Patil Online MBA page, where students can go through all the information about the program like introduction video for the program, specializations which we offers, and lot more. Then click on Apply Now button on top right corner of the page. The first step is learner's registration and authentication. Fill the information like name of candidate, email ID which is registered on iLearn. Select country as participating countries in ABBAB network. Select the program, for example Master of Business Administration online. Enter the code shown in image. Enter the password and confirm password. Click on Verify Details button. Please enter the verification code which is communicated with you on your email ID. Then click on Verify OTP button. You have to fill your personal information very carefully and also upload the clear scan copy of documents in JPEG or PDF format, like passport, government issued proof of identity, proof of permanent address and previous nationality if any. Then click on Save and Proceed button. Next step for educational details and upload the clear scan copy of your documents. You can also fill your employment details on this page. Then click on Save and Proceed button. Next step is upload your photograph and signature. Press Next button. Review your form carefully. Press Next button and then Submit button. Welcome email is sent to your registered email ID. Thank you so much and welcome to D.Y. Patil Center for Online Learning.
So there is a global opportunity to avail 100% scholarship from Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapeeth, Pune. So I request all of you that the admissions are open and you can take your admissions and avail this golden opportunity of 100% scholarship program by Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapeeth and through eWeb project.
Thank you, Mr. Sandeep, for taking us through the brief presentation. And thank you, Safia ma'am, for showcasing the highlighting about the program and the details about the program very well through the session. Thank you, ma'am, for taking us through the presentation. Now we will move to the next step, which is well awaited by all the participants here. That is the question and answer session. I would request here Safia ma'am to help us guide us in answering a couple of questions and addressing to the students. to their queries. And I would ask here all the students to write up your questions in the chat box, and we will take up your questions one by one from the chat box. This EWAP project, this session which we are having is for the January batch. So the admissions are going to fall in Jan 2021. So all the admissions and the form filling which is going to happen for the batch 2021. You have an option of sharing with us your questions in the chat box. There is a question from one of them regarding the registration process. What we can do here is the video which we have run just now, we will be sharing it through your email IDs so that you can have a detailed look at your convenient time, at your convenient place. So that any questions you have further regarding the video, you can always come back to it.
And they can come back to Mr. Subhash, and he will definitely help them to fill up the documentation part as well as of the forms.
There's a question here. We will start taking the questions. The first question which is there, which has come up asking, what are the requirements for a certificate program? Ma'am, if you could guide the students, they will be...
For the certificate program, for all the 3 programs, you need a graduation certificate and your 2 photographs.
So the next question here is, if I have already applied for admission, do I have to apply again after this webinar? Definitely not. If you have already applied for this session, you just have to keep the patience. If all the documents are correct, our academic team is going to evaluate your documents and then forward it to MEA, where they will be evaluating your documents and further sharing with the mission. And finally, once we get an approval from MEA, we will be sharing the updated scholarship list with all of you. Apart from MBA, if we offer any other master's program, other fields like in IT? That is a question.
Okay. We are providing MBA with the 8 specialization. So IT is one of the specialization of MBA. So you can do MBA with IT. So there are 8 specializations.
So that is a very great opportunity to all the scholars here who are from IT background, who have done their technical knowledge, they have gained their technical knowledge in IT. So it is an opportunity for them to ensure that they do a master's in business administration where they understand the managerial issues and learn and move into the leadership role by getting a specialization in IT field. The registration step, which is a very initial step and which has been shared just now for logging in for the scholarship program. Definitely to all the students, a common question coming up that the presentation, we would definitely share the presentation with all the participants who have registered for this program.
And also, Anjana ma'am, please tell once again that what are the documents do we need for the admissions? I think that would answer for all of them.
Sure, ma'am, we do that. For the admission process, the documents which are required, we require a government ID proof or a passport copy. Any one of the above will suffice the requirement. Then would need a graduation degree certificate accompanied by a graduation mark sheet or a transcript of graduation. We need photograph of yours, And a scanned copy of a signature would be required while you are uploading these documents. The documents which are regarding the passport as well as the national ID, any one of them which you have to share, ensure you're sharing a color copy with front and back, both would be required. And a clear picture would be required while we are uploading the documents. So these are the few documents which would be required while you are uploading your, filling up your form. We'll be needing it to upload these documents in the form.
Madam, just to add with the photo ID proof that you just mentioned, it should be valid.
Yes, definitely. Very good point, Sumantro sir. You
it
have
should
covered.
be a photo ID proof and valid.
Yeah, that's a very good point covered. The national ID and the passport. Passport definitely has a photograph, and a national ID needs to have a photograph with a validity date. It has to be a valid document to prove having a government ID. There's a very good question from one of the student, ma'am, asking, do you allow a student to take up 2 different courses on scholarship basis to run at the same time?
Because with your permission, can I take this?
Sure, sure.
See, please listen, for the EVAB program, at the moment, the system allows you to apply for scholarship for 2 different programs. So you can apply into the system for 2 different programs. At a later stage, during the approval process, we will take it on a case-to-case basis and let you know the results. Also, with regarding to scholarship, and if you have any queries, you can also write through email. I will share an email ID in the chat box for you to write these kind of queries.
Thank you, Sumantro sir, for clarifying few questions of the students here. A couple of questions asking by the student, that is masters available in public health?
None of the universities empaneled with us right now is offering this program. Maybe in the next session, you can check with us where we add new programs. Right now, we are not offering this program.
Yes, sir. We are working on that, and by the next year, I hope we will make it as a specialization of MBA.
Thank you.
Sakya ma'am, there is a question from a student. How do I know if my application has been received? Is there a formal communication of acknowledgement receipt of the application from your end?
Yes, there is. We have a mentor, Subhash, and Subhash acknowledges all the applications directly to you. If he will receive all the documents along with the applications, he will directly email you and he will talk to you. Right, Subhash?
Yes, ma'am.
You generally do this?
Yes, actually, we have auto-generated email also. If your documents are okay and everything is fine, and we approve from the TPU, you get an auto-generated email. And we do also separately send email to each and every student that your application has been received and it is in process.
So I would just share with all the participants here that as the program is just open and we are reviewing your form and the documents, it is going to take a couple of days to verify those documents, and soon you will be receiving a confirmation stating that your documents have been received and your form has been filled, as Mr. Subhash has just shared with whole participants here. Thank you, Mr. Subhash. Then we have another question here. What is the requirement for an MBA IT? For an MBA IT also, we have the same requirement as I have shared before, a graduation in any discipline with a 50% marks. Then we need a graduation degree copy, need a graduation mark sheet or transcript, would be needing a photograph, national ID or a passport with a photograph with the validity, and a scanned copy of a signature would be required for an MBA with a specialization in IT. For any program of MBA with any 8 of the specialization, the documents remains the same for all the program which is required. There's another question stating, do you also allow a student to take up 2 different courses on scholarship basis to run at the same time? Definitely, this opportunity from this season has been open for all the participants. You may definitely apply for 2 programs. We will forward your documents and details to MEA, that is Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, and the final decision will be taken from their end regarding the approval of the program and the scholarship. There's a question from a student. I have a diploma in basic education in Ghana. Am I eligible to register? We would be definitely needing a graduation certificate as well as a graduation transcript would be required for you to be eligible for the program. That is the basic criteria for the programs that DPU is offering. One of the students' question is, I have completed my BTech engineering, civil and building engineering in 17. Do you have accredited MBA for construction management? Definitely, to tell you, we do not have an MBA in construction management, but I have something else to offer you. That is, you can definitely do something in project management or an operation management. These two can also be an area of specialization which you can opt for, which is definitely going to be helpful for you as you are in the construction industry. Another question, definitely a very common question, let me address to all, is the presentation is definitely going to be shared to each one of you who has shared the mail ID and registered. So no worries on the same. You may keep on asking your question because this is an opportunity for everyone who is in the platform, because as we have our ma'am, Dr. Safia ma'am, the director of DPU or Center of Online Learning here, so you can address your questions directly to ma'am. This is a very common question already addressed regarding the documents which are required. What is the deadline of an application? A very important question. Every second student, whoever is interacting with me, a couple of them would be interacting with me and knowing me by the WhatsApp chat and mails. So everyone has asked me, every second this learner has come up and asked this question, that when is the deadline of the application?
Ma'am, with your permission, can I?
Sure, Sumantro sir.
See, for this time, the tentative deadline is the end of December, until the end of December. But I will share a few social media handles in this chat. This is for the scholarship. Please follow the social media handles and you will get updated information regarding deadlines before it commences. You'll get all updated information regarding any deadlines related. So for the time being, keep your target as end of December, but also please follow the social media handles link that I will just share after this in the chat section.
Thank you, sir. So as clear to all of you, currently the deadline is going to be the last week of December. So we have a couple of days more to go for yourself to enroll for this program. And as it is a scholarship program, my personal suggestion to all of you is not to delay. And this is an opportunity to all of you to enroll for this program. So not to give a second thought to wait and apply for the program. Sooner the better, apply for the program as soon as possible. Let me move to the next question here. Deadline has been covered. There's a question here from one of the student which I missed, and it is good that the person has repeated here again. I'm aware that many Indian universities are involved in offering these scholarship courses. Can one person apply for more than one institution for admission and scholarship at the same time? Yes, definitely. This is the first time an opportunity which has been open for this session, that as a student you can apply in two different institutions at the same time. You have an opportunity to enroll in two different programs. Ensure that you are enrolling yourself in two different programs in two different universities. There is a question here, ma'am. I would request you to address the same. A student has a master's, say, in economics and would like to pursue MBA. Is there any exemption offer?
No, there is no credit transfer MOU have been signed. But since you have a background of economics, the MBA core subjects will help you to understand. We cannot transfer that credit into this MBA. But definitely that knowledge will help you to complete this online MBA with the all important core subjects, which is in the semester 1 and semester 2. But there is no credit transfer as of now. We are planning for that, but currently it is not there.
Thank you, ma'am. The next question we have is when do we begin the admission and start the tuition? I mean, the student would be asking when is the classes going to start?
See, the more this when the all the admission process will be over. After that, we will start the sessions. We will do the live virtual classes as well as the Zoom sessions where you can connect with your course coordinator with the concerned faculty for that particular subject. Maybe it will take a week's time after the entire process of the admission is over.
There is a question from a student. If I have applied in one program, for the other program, do you have to register again? If a student has registered in an iLearn portal once, you have to just do a registration in iLearn once, but definitely fill in two different forms in the university. If you are applying in one university, both the programs, you have to fill two different forms for two different programs. But in iLearn, you will have to register only once. Once you have registered in iLearn, you can apply in any university, but every form you have to fill individual different forms every time. Do we offer a program in public health? Sorry, currently we apologize. We do not have a program in public health. I have already covered about the documents which are required, which I'll recap while we are ending our session once. Do we plan to run a postgraduate program in packaging and technology? Currently, we are not having, but definitely it is a good point which you have raised. We can definitely work over it for the next coming sessions, and if we come up with, would definitely update you for the same.
Yes.
Are there any exemption for students who already have another master's degree but would like to pursue an MBA? This question had already been addressed by Safia ma'am. I would address it once again, that currently we do not have an option of credit transfer. So there would not be any exemption. You will have to cover the complete 2 years of MBA program, which is having 4 semesters. Every semester is going to be of 6 months, followed by an examination. So there would be a no credit transfer facility which is currently available. So complete 2 years, you will have to study and learn, and I'm sure you will learn and enhance your skills, which is going to finally help you while at your workstations. There's a question asking how much is the scholarship and what does it cover? The scholarship is for complete program. You do not have to pay anything for this program, as it is 100% scholarship government funded program. All what is expected from a learner is that you have to take out time to study for the program, attend your sessions. If you are occupied for your workplace or anything keeps you preoccupied and unfortunately you're not able to attend the session, you also get recorded lectures. So you will all have to put just an efforts to study and ensure you are able to learn something which is going to help you for your future. From the finance end, you do not have to invest anything for this program.
But to add with, because there was a question, I think, which was up there. They were asking if the internet cost is being under the scholarship. It is not. I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm just
there
reaching
was
to
a
that
one.
question, sir. I also have 2, 3 questions in the middle. I was just going to reach
Yeah.
to that question.
So basically, the internet cost is not a part. Basically, it's an academic cost, your education fees and your exam fees and such related costs. It is as it is online mode. For the time being, you're expected to have ensure your internet connection.
I hope the question is clear. Answers have answered. A couple of people who would be asking the question regarding the cost of internet has to be borne by the student candidate oneself. We are facilitating with the academic requirement, providing you with the study material, your assignments, your live classes, your recorded lectures, and your also face-to-face sessions, one-to-one session with your faculty if required, your examination expenses, those all are borne from our end, but at the same time, the internet expense has to be borne from the learner's end. For the students who have just applied, please have some patience. You will soon be receiving a mail, and those mails are going to come directly to the email ID which you have used to register while you were registering in iLearn. You can apply as soon as you're over with the session. You can apply immediately for this program. There's a question, is there any age limit for the scholarship? All what we require is a student to be having done the bachelor's in any domain, and there is no age limit. With an n number of year of experience also, we are more than happy to add on one more member in DPU family. All the students who are participating here, who have already applied for the program, soon you will be receiving a confirmation mail. Any student who has applied before for an MBA scholarship program, and in case if a student did not get selected, can also apply for the program once again. Or if you want to apply for any other program, you have this opportunity to apply for the program once again. In case if there are learners who are already enrolled with any other university or any university for a program, and also wants to add on a new program for this session, they can also apply once again for the program. There's a question here which states as, what if I have a voter ID and national social security but no passport, can I apply? I should say you are a lucky learner that you are planning to apply for this session, because till the last session having a passport was a very compulsory document, but this session you all have been very lucky that there is a waive off by Government of India that you need to present only a national ID or a passport copy, any national ID proof which has got your picture. That needs to be a picture of a front as well as a back, both needs to be there, while scanned copy, color scanned copy with a valid expiry date. You can definitely apply for the program. Deadline of the scholarship program, as already shared, is going to be last week or December, but keep yourself posted by being attached to the social media with us so that you will be knowing if there has been any further extension. But sooner the better, don't lose the opportunity for this applying for this program. Social media link will soon be shared to you. And you can anyways be in connect with me or Mr. Subhash anytime for asking for any details. That has also been shared with you, Instagram link.
I've shared the social media links also in the chat.
Yes, sir. There is a question here that a student is yet to do his graduate and will be done by March 2021. Will the candidate be eligible? You will be eligible, but there is a slight difference. You will be eligible for a next batch. So instead of Jan 2021, you will be eligible to apply in the July batch, July 2021. So do definitely join us for the July 2021 batch once you have completed your graduation. There is a question here from a student saying, a student has applied for IT and wants to change to operation management. Is it possible? Definitely for all the learners who are applying for an MBA program. This is an exclusive opportunity for all the learners from DPU that you get an opportunity to select your specialization or change your specialization in the second year as well. So the first year, you are learning, all the students, all the learners are going to learn the same modules for the first and second semester. In the third semester, DPU is offering you an opportunity in case if you think from an IT, you have to move to operation, or if you have selected a project management and in a year's time, you find out that your workstation wants you to move into marketing, you get an opportunity to change your specialization mode as well. So definitely as a learner, you get an opportunity to change. You can also do the same while your final list of scholarship is opened, and you can connect with your mentor, and mentor is going to help you to change your specialization.
I would like to add in this that we can also guide you and counsel you that which specialization would add to your profile. So we will, after a year, which once you complete the core courses, which is for everyone, and you are confused to decide this specialization, we will mentor you and counsel you to decide that which specialization will be suited for you.
I would request Mr. Subhash to please share the link for application, because there are a couple of students who are asking the question. So you can see in the chat box, the link is going to be posted by Mr. Subhash.
Yes, I have also shared my email ID and my contact details. In case if you have any other queries, you can contact me also.
For the students, whoever is wanting to change their specialization, you don't have to apply once again. You can just let us know by an email that you're wanting to change your specialization, or in the second year, you can let your mentor know about the change of specialization. You do not have to apply again. There's a question here from a student, ma'am, asking if a student did not add the transcript, can I add them later?
All the documents is required for taking the admissions for finalization of the list. So your transcript will be required at the time of the admission.
There is a question here. Before the program starts, the learners are always a learners and students will always be a student, ma'am. There is a question here. What if a student fails in the first year? Does he still lose the scholarship?
First of all, we should be very optimistic. There is no question of failing at all. If you will study hard, you will not get failed. So be optimistic, be positive, and still if working hard you got failed, you can be promoted to the next semester because there is a facility that you can give all the papers together. So you have, but the burden would be more. There will be 14 subjects in a 1 year at one go. So there will be more burden on you. As the program validity is of 4 years, you will be promoted to the next semester, but it will be more burden on you. But I am sure if you will work hard and you will put some of your efforts, you will not be failed.
I wish you luck that you don't fail, but to add to ma'am's answer, I would like that to maintain to continue, keep your scholarship continue, you have to maintain a basic level of performance. Yeah. We don't say that you pass every exam in the first time, but we offer you scholarship for first and second semester. But once you reach the third semester, we expect that your first semester exams are all clear. And once you reach the fourth semester, your second semester exams should all be clear. That is the level of our level of expectation of performance from your side.
At least we should respect that we are getting this scholarship, which is a very golden opportunity for all of us. And we are just asking to put your efforts. So it is expected from each and every of the learner that they should put some of the efforts when they have been given such a golden opportunity for continuing their education.
There's a question here from a student saying, how do you handle the graduation? Is it going to be online? I guess the student's question is regarding the convocation ceremony, graduation ceremony. How will that be conducted?
See, it will be conducted virtually, as well as if you want to come to India, you want to visit to the DPU, you are most welcome. We will make the arrangement. And you can, it is both ways. You can come also if you wish to India as well as to DPU Pune. You are welcome. Otherwise, it is also be conducted virtually. It depends upon the students' flexibility.
We'll be more than happy to welcome you to India, to our university. But it is not compulsory for you to travel. If in case you plan to travel, the travel cost has to be borne by the learners. We do conduct an online convocation ceremony for the students who do not want to travel. We do have an online convocation ceremony. The other question with the student is, how will the examination be conducted?
Yeah, the examination will be remote proctored based examination. And you have to be, since there is a COVID is going on, you have to give the examination at your place with the remote proctoring based.
Yeah. What is our requirement? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. The requirement from your side will be a laptop, a computer, and an internet connection. That would suffice for you to appear for the examination.
The examination is going to be a computer-based test, which is going to cover MCQ, that is a multiple choice question, and have a couple of descriptive questions. All the examination are going to be computer-based, so no pen and paper would be required. You need to ensure you have a good bandwidth internet to complete your examination as of now because of the COVID. Now we move to the next question here, that a student has applied for a program in one university, can they apply for the MBA program as well? Definitely, you can apply. If you have applied for a master's in commerce in one university, you can also apply for an MBA from our university. Can one apply for MBA program if he or she has only a transcript and waiting for the certificate from his or her undergraduate university? It is important for a university for us to have your graduation degree and a transcript. What I can give you a suggestion for the students who are currently waiting for their graduation degree certificate. You can apply for this program, and in the meantime, as soon as you receive the same, you can apply for it. But definitely this document would be required for your scholarship approval. For any of the students who are facing any challenge for filling the form or having any question, I would you would have my numbers and my mail ID. Still, I would share it to you at the end of the session. There is a question which has come up a couple of times by a couple of students in different sentences forms, stating that the student has got a transcript but is still waiting for the university to share the graduation degree. So can that student apply for the program?
That can be better answered by you. I think they can give the mark sheet if they have not.
I think for the time being they can submit this since if they yes, if they are having basically if they are having the graduation, for the time being they can submit the certificates, and later on they can as soon as they get from the university they can submit it separately through email.
So you still have time to for the last date of application. So don't wait for your degree certificate to come in your hand. So our suggestion would be you can apply with your transcript, but ensure to submit your graduation degree as soon as possible. You're receiving it from the university. But your scholarship will definitely be considered once the degree certificate is going to be intact and submitted to Government of India. Will there be an MSc in civil engineering in the time to come? Currently, we are definitely not having an MSc in civil engineering, but keep yourself connected with us in the social media, and as soon as we have it, you will be aware about the same. Can our, ma'am, there's a very good question which I would request you to address, take it up, that can our MBA program certificate, they can apply for a PhD?
Yes, definitely. This is a online MBA program which is approved by the University Grant Commission, UGC, which is the governing body in India. So after doing this program, you are eligible for applying the PhD program. This is equivalent to the regular MBA.
For the students who have applied in the previous batch, but have not heard back or were not selected, because of which they did not hear back any feedback, they can again apply for the program. They do not have to log in iLearn. They can directly apply, fill in the form of DPU. Does the scholarship cover the laptop or iPad, since they have to provide an internet? Our scholarship provides only the academic support. When we say about the academic support, it covers the e-material. It is going to cover the assignment. It is going to cover the faculties. It is going to cover the lectures, live lectures, recorded lectures, your examination, your technological, all the requirements regarding your laptop or your desktop or your internet, that has to be borne by the student themselves. What is the format?
It is just like a SIM card, but you have to purchase the mobile.
What is the format in which the documents need to be submitted? I have just missed a couple of questions or moved ahead. I would request Mr. Subhash to answer. What is the format in which the documents needs to be submitted?
See, all the documents, the specification, while filling the form, the specifications are given. You have a JPG format, and for photograph, you have a JPG format. And then you have for ID and passport, again, JPG format. For your academic transcript or documents, it's a PDF file. again, the specifications are given there. So accordingly, the student can attach the documents.
There is a common question from the student asking if one does not have a passport available, how can one apply? If a learner does not have a passport, can still apply for the program with the proof of a national ID, which needs to have a photograph, and the copy of the same needs to be submitted in color, front and back, with a valid national ID needs to be supported with it. Application link is going to be shared to you in regular intervals in the chat box. There's a question from a student asking what would be the reason of disapproval from Government of India for the scholarship. We validate the documents from the end of the university. Going ahead, mission also validates your document, and also MEA, that is Ministry of External Affairs, is going to validate the document. Mission in your countries are also going to validate your document, and at random might also want to go for an interview or a telephonic conversation as per their requirement before they approve the list of scholarship. For the students who had asked for a help while filling their forms and have shared their documents to me or to Mr. Subhash through mail, we will be taking a support of IT and getting your forms filled, half-filled form. If any document is missing, we will be having an IT team connecting with you for any documents which is missing. And finally, while we are going to submit the form, the IT team is going to connect with you and you will receive a mail stating that your form is being submitted. For the students who have received a mail of confirmation of applying, you do not have to apply again. A student having a voter ID and a national security card, it is okay to apply, ensuring it has a photograph, and also ensuring the validity with the color picture of front and back. Passport would not be required. Any one of the document will suffice the requirement. I would request Mr. Sandeep to take a few questions. Mr. Sandeep, do you have some question at your end?
No, ma'am. Right now, no question on Facebook.
Okay. Again, the same question has come up stating, is the certificate one can apply for PhD? Yes, definitely you can apply for PhD. DPU is offering 3 programs for this scholarship program. One is an MBA. This MBA has got 8 different specialization. You can select depending upon the domain that you're working, which specialization you would want to go ahead with. So you have 8 different specialization in MBA to select. Then you have a certificate program in digital marketing and also a certificate program in hospital and healthcare management. MBA program is of 2 years, having 4 semesters. Then we have a certificate program, which is of 6 months, and a certificate program in hospital and healthcare management, which is also of 6 months program. So these are the list of programs that we are offering as a scholarship. The documents required for these programs to avail the scholarship, the very first document would be a national ID or a passport copy. Has to be valid. Color copy with front and back picture would be required. Next document is a graduation degree. The third document is a graduation mark sheet or a transcript. Then we would be requiring your photograph, and a scanned signature copy would be required while you are uploading your documents, filling up the form. These would be the documents which would be required. The program currently, we are consolidating the data, consolidating all the forms, the students who are filling it. As a university, we would be verifying these documents. Our academic council team will be verifying these documents and sharing the approved list from the university end to MEA. MEA further would validate your documents and share the same with the mission. And after the approval received from the mission, final list of approved scholarship students will be shared from MEA Government of India. Once we have the final list, we will share with all the students, the selected students for the scholarship program. Once we have the list, we will be floating the same to all of you, and soon after that we would be commencing with the classes for those programs. There's a question from, we would take up a last question from the students. So I would request all the learners who are here to raise up your questions quickly so that any questions, we should not miss this opportunity of this session of asking the question. One of a student is asking about the course accredited internationally.
Since it is a UGC approved program, we are providing from Dr. D.Y. Patil University. It is internationally accepted and approved outside India also. We have given a lot of WS certificate to the students, those who are applying for the Canada visas. So our degree is universally accepted and approved.
Another question from a student is, aside from the hospital administration, is there any other subject related to health? Yes, we do have a health related program, a very important and a very popular one. That is Masters in Business Administration with a second year specialization in hospital and healthcare management. That is going to give you a master's in business administration with a specialization in hospital and healthcare administration. So that is also a program which is health related. Any other questions that students would like to cover up? Few questions which were coming again and again. I would just repeat the documents required: graduation degree, graduation mark sheet or transcript, national ID or a passport copy, a photograph and a scanned signature would be required to enroll for this program. 3 programs available for the basket is MBA with 8 different specialization. We have hospital and healthcare. We have an IT as a specialization, marketing as a specialization, international business management is also there, finance management is there, we have human resource management, and we have project management as well as operation management. So these are the 8 different specialization in MBA which a student can opt for. All learners are most welcome to connect to me in my WhatsApp number. You would be having my mail ID also. I would still share it over a chat box for any of you to connect to me, can connect to me directly over a mail or a WhatsApp, and also can connect Mr. Subhash, who will guide you and help you in the form filling process as well. I would request Mr. Subhash to also share in your phone number in the chat box, and thank all the participants here for participating in this webinar session. I am sure this session would have given you an insight, knowledge about the program, about the university and the scholarship that we are offering. Now I would request Dr. Safia ma'am to share a few words with the participants.
I'm really very truly grateful to all the participants who have joined here. And I would request all of you to grab this opportunity which all of you have got through the Ministry of External Affairs. So grab this opportunity as soon as possible. Do your registration, fill up the application form, and take your admissions. And I assure all of you that we are here to help you out and support you during your education journey with us. And I would also like to thank my efficacious team members, Dr. Veena ma'am, Dr. Anjana, Professor Sandeep, Mr. Uday, Mr. Subhash, and of course, MEA team, Mr. Samudro and Vikas, who have given us their valuable time and support to conduct this valuable seminar or webinar for us. And I truly appreciate all of you from my bottom of my heart. And I really want all of you to be with us under the umbrella of DPU and continue your learning as well as education with us. So thanks to all of you. Have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Just
Bye-bye.
take the admissions as soon as possible. Any problem, contact Dr. Anjana and Subhash. We are there to help you out. Bye-bye.